Hello everybody. I am making this quick video to give you a quick update of what's all going on right now with Summer. So for those of you that are new here, my name is Rita and I am the mother of a young lady named Summer Ham, and she is listed at SLU Hospital to get a kidney transplant. We are currently on the search for a live donor. And this channel is pretty much just about our lives and what we've done leading up to this transplant and what we're planning to do in the future. So what we're doing is today she's at dialysis this afternoon. She won't get home till about 5:36 tonight. So I'm just going to upload this little review of what's been going on. So I haven't been on YouTube as much lately. I haven't been posting because we've been dealing with all of these appointments going back and forth. You can't really film in the hospital. You know, you can, but it's in the halls, and we're always so busy trying to get back and forth and do what we got to do to get to these appointments. So we've been extremely busy. But yes, she is listed. Now, Summer's blood type is O positive. And I've made 2 flyers. I made, for one, I had to go into my phone and download an app called Poster Maker to make these flyers. And that took a lot of space on my phone. So I was able to do that, though. I had to delete some things. And what I did was I made 2 flyers. The first flyer I made has a lot of pictures of Summer on there, older and new, and just talks about calling the hospital if you want to be a donor. And that's also my profile picture on YouTube, that same flyer. The other day, I made a new one. Well, yesterday, it was yesterday I made a new one. And it's simple. It's got 2 paragraphs in it. And again, you know, it's just about Summer. It's not about me or anything else other than her. What we're doing is we have a lot of appointments coming up. And I mean a lot. If she gets a donor anytime soon, after she gets her donor, there is a lot of appointments coming up. One of those things that Summer will have to do is weekly labs. Weekly labs details her leaving every week to go up to the hospital or wherever we're at that time to get her labs. And at that time, they will look and they will see if her tacrolimus or her mycophenolate needs to be upped or down. Because when she gets this kidney, she will go on both medications. Those are the medications that stops your kidney from rejecting. And what they do is basically this body part is inside of you that don't go in your body. So your body's trying to naturally push that organ out of your body, is how it's always been explained to me. So what those anti-rejection medicines do is they stop that from happening by lowering your immune system, which is why Summer can't be around sick people. I have to be extremely cautious on what she's eating and where she's eating and who's preparing her food, and the list goes on and on and on. There are lots of rules with getting a kidney transplant. We have been through this before, and we know what we're in for. We also know that we're in for a lot of doctor's appointments. It's not like this transplant can be avoided either. There's no avoiding a kidney transplant. She has to have this. Basically, Summer is in end-stage renal failure. Summer is not in stage 2 and 3 and 4 renal failure. She's in end stage, and she is on dialysis 3 days a week. Those treatments run 3.5 hours long. They have to do those treatments to keep her body going until she gets her kidney and her transplant. Summer is a 27-year-old disabled adult that still lives at home. She will still be living at home after her kidney transplant is done. She has to be taken care of with the utmost importance. She has to come first at all times. Yes, I know I got to worry about my own health, but I have been taking care of my health. I have been going back and forth to the doctors. I have been taking my medication that I am on for diabetes, and I have been taking care of what I'm supposed to be doing to keep myself healthy enough to take care of her. Now, the hospital did require a second caregiver, which is another thing we have done. My son has moved back home. My older son has moved back home to be a second caregiver for Summer because it is a requirement at SLU Hospital that there is a second caregiver in the family. And this cannot be the person that's giving her a kidney. This person has to be there whenever I can't be there. This person has to be able to speak for Summer and help take care of her when I can't or something is going on with her. So Nathaniel, my son, has taken on that role. He now lives at home. We are in Dexter right now. We are currently working on moving to Cape Girardeau. The reason for that is because we want to get around Highway 55. The reason for that is because that's closer to St. Louis than where we are. We're trying to keep it under the hour-and-a-half mark or around that mark to get back and forth. And we don't want to move all the way into St. Louis. We know we cannot afford that. And we know that living down there would be living away from all of my kids that are here, my grandkids that are here. So that's not the goal. We're not trying to leave our family again. The last time Summer got a kidney, we traveled all over the place. We were down in Florida for 3 years. We wound out in California for 2 months. We wound up in Rockford, Illinois, where she finally got the kidney that rejected during COVID. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you're on this medicine and you take it, and she took her medicine. That wasn't the problem. But when COVID hit, she was quarantined. So she wasn't going anywhere. So what happened was her body rejected that medicine because her tacrolimus and her mycophenolate needed to be upped. And we were unaware of that. So we cannot let this happen again. We were following guidelines from the hospital and we had to quarantine her. This will not happen again. She will not be quarantined. So basically, what we have to do, yes, because of COVID, after the kidney transplant is done, we do have to quarantine for 2 weeks, but we have to quarantine for 2 weeks down at the hospital, which involves a 2-week stay at a hospital or at a hotel down there, which we have to come up with the money to do that. That's something that we have to work on. We do have on the new flyer, it is a set aside Cash App that we have put together for, this is only for travel for Summer. This is for nothing else. This is only for Summer. It is Transplant 97 and it is on the actual flyer. Now, I have shared this flyer with some friends of mine that are on YouTube, and they have some pretty big channels, and they plan on sharing the flyer on their channels. That is the goal, so that people will see this flyer, and maybe she can get a live donor. Now, a lot of people are unaware of this, but I'm going to explain it. There is a program, and it is called the Kidney Paired and Exchange Program. And a lot of people don't know about this program. Oh, but I do know about it. And if you look this up, this is a real and big, nice thing that you can do to help give somebody a kidney. So let's say somebody that likes Summer, that went to school with Summer, that's friends with her, sees this flyer and says, I'd love to give her a kidney. I think this would be a great thing for me to do. I want to do this. And they go and they call the hospital and they say, hey, I'm interested in giving Summer a kidney. What are the steps? So basically what they will do is they will look up Summer's name, which is Summer Ham, and they will look up Summer's coordinator, and they will get you over to that coordinator. And what that coordinator will do is they will give you the information. There is an online portal thing that you do to fill it out. And what they do is they set up appointments and they start getting you checked to see if you're a match. If it comes out that you're not a match, let's say your blood type is your A, and Summer's blood type is O positive. So let's say your blood type is A and you're not matching, but you want to give Summer this kidney. You really want to do this. What you do is you let them know you want to be a part of the kidney paired and exchange program. And what that does is you do go, you get worked up. They make sure you're healthy enough to give away a kidney. They find someone in that program that matches Summer, and you match their person, and they switch out those kidneys. So what they're doing is they're swapping kidneys. And I know that might sound crazy, but this program has saved a lot of lives, and I mean a lot. There was one person that actually called and said, I want to do this. They called the hospital of their own free will. They wanted to do it. And it resulted in 9 kidney transplants. 9 people got their kidney because they were swapping them out through the program. So this is a good program. It's a good program to look into if anybody's interested in this, that automatically knows that they're not O positive, that is interested in giving Summer a kidney. And a lot of people ask the question, hey, what if I get older and my one kidney that's left goes bad? Well, do not fret, because I was explained to by this, and you can check the hospital for this information as well. If that happens, which it's only happened once in history, one time it has happened. If that happens, you go right automatically onto the transplant list, and you go directly to the top of the list. So you're on top of the list if that happens. And there's only one recorded case in history that it has happened. One recorded case. And I don't even think, I would have to do my research on this, I don't even think that the person that actually did that was in the kidney paired and exchange program. This is somebody that was just giving somebody a kidney that matched them. And this happened, and they needed a kidney, their other kidney, but it only was one person out of all the people that have gave organs, and the numbers are staggering. Oh, this has only happened once recorded in history, from the way it was explained to me by the transplant unit at the hospital. So they probably would explain it better if you was to call them up and ask them any questions. The new flyer is on my Facebook. This flyer has 2 pictures of Summer. One of her, when we was at the hospital in Florida, that's the Mayo Clinic that photo was taken at. And that was a few years back. So, and then the one of her updated now. Summer she's grown into a young lady now. She is, she's growing up on us. She's growing up. She's, looking different because she's growing up, and she is, she's got her whole life ahead of her. She's only 27 years old, and unfortunately, I'm sorry, kidneys do reject. It does happen. That does not mean that Summer doesn't deserve another kidney. And that's exactly what the hospital felt like as well, which is why she's listed. She is listed with UNOS for organ registration for her to get a kidney, because they even feel like Summer deserves another kidney. And because of that, I am going to continue to fight to get her this kidney. Now, I don't, a lot of people have their judgments, and they're going to say what they're going to say, and let them say it. My daughter means more to me than anything, and her life means more to me than anything. And people can take it the way they want to take it. This is my child. I have to watch her grow. And I want her to have a life when I'm no longer here to give her one. So I wanted to give you guys a quick update of what's going on. The reason I have not been posting, for one, I've went live a couple times and nobody really comes in the room. They watch them after. It's not a big deal because I am following a lot of bigger YouTubers, and I'm friends with quite a few of them. But, and I've been on their channels, and I go on their channels, and I've been on panels with friends of mine, and I've done things like that on YouTube. I'm still learning as I go on here. There's a lot I don't know about the platform, monetization, and all that. Not even worried about all that right now. What I'm trying to do is get my daughter a kidney. That's all I want. And I want to keep up on here and share her stories and how she turns out after this kidney and how things go. So everything's documented so everybody knows what's going on. And Summer is not my only child. I have 6 kids, all raised. They do not live at home. The only one that lives at home is my son, and he lives here with her, and he helps me with her. And of course, that's a requirement by the hospital, and he wanted to be, closer to his family anyway, so this was good, and it worked out for him and everybody here. And I'm not going to lie, we have been busy. This household has been so busy. We have been doing everything from, going back and forth to hospital appointments. I'm going to the doctor. Summer's going to the doctor. Nathaniel's going to the doctor. Everybody's been doing what they're supposed to be doing. Do I get to get on here and document everything? No, I do not. We're so busy sometimes we don't get to, blog everything we want to blog. And the way my camera works on this phone, it don't always work out. So I don't, get to film a lot. So my best bet is to record a video every now and then and just upload it to YouTube and give you guys all an update on what's going on. We still have the dogs. We have Coco and Cloud, and our travels have been all over from St. Louis, Missouri to, like I said, down in Florida and then over to California and back to Illinois. And, you name it. And I've lived there. And Summer's lived there. And we just don't want to keep moving like that. We're going to stay where we're at. We're going to get closer to 55, and we want to stay close to this hospital and where she can continue to get the medical treatment she needs and go from there. And that's what we're going to do. And I wanted to come on here and let everybody know what was going on with her. Summer, did get the evaluation back and from the neuropsych, and they are the ones that said she was good to go for transplant as well. So everybody's on board. All we need now is a live donor. A live donor can last 20 to 30 years, and that's where the goal is for long-term life, and her to get a transplant that's going to work in her favor, and she's going to do good this time, and it's just going to work better. So I wanted to get on here with you guys and call out to my YouTube community and my friends and family on YouTube and let everybody know what's going on. But right now I've got some housework to do. I've got to get up. I've got to get things going before she gets home. We're going to have some dinner tonight and, just sit here and watch some TV together. It's pretty much a laid back situation. And other than going back and forth to these hospitals and doctors, we're working on it all. But I want to thank everybody for being here, taking the time to go through this video, taking the time to hear me out and listen to me when I explain what's going on. I really appreciate that. For the people that are new, please like the video. Please subscribe. You can share the video anywhere you want to share it on any platform, and just do the best you can with sharing the video anywhere. But my son is back, so I'm going to go ahead and get off here, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye bye.